Back with another video. I'm Kill 777. Hope all is well. Stay out the way. Stay focused and balanced. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all the love, support. The title of the video is going to be about it being super cold in jail. That is the title of the video. The reason I'm making the video is to keep you out of trouble, keep you out of jail. But it was cold inside of the jail I was at, right? So this time, whenever I went, it was different than the previous times I had gone because they placed me within another part of the jail, right? Another area, another pod. And this pod just so happened to be super cold, right? So whenever I first got there, I seen people that I knew, that I grew up with, that I went to school with. Eventually, the longer I stayed in there is when I found out more information about the pod I was in. So what I found out was it used to be a cafeteria in the kitchen where the inmates was making and cooking food, right? But they had these big ass huge vents in there, right? That was coming from out of the ceiling, that was all over the place. So they were blowing straight cold air. It was so cold in there to the point to where I started to see inmates putting their hands inside their boxers, and I even did this myself. Now, as a grown man, you know that it's cold whenever you begin to do stuff like that. It was an open pod. The inmates could roam and walk around. They had bunk beds within there. They had a TV within there that was on half of the day, half of the night. So it was so cold that depending on an officer working the shift, some of them would trip and you'll get kicked out, right? But some of them would let you take your covers and place them over your head, over your body while you was watching TV. That's how cold it was in there. So it was so cold that they started showing stuff with Alaska and also Antarctica on the TV. I even heard inmates in there talking about igloos and Eskimos and stuff of that nature. So whenever they started to talk about stuff like that, it got even more colder, right? So if I wanted to get any sleep in there, because with the bunk beds, I was sleeping on the very top, and I was sleeping right under a vent. So, I was super cold. My body was freezing, right? What I would have to do was I had to wrap myself up like a breakfast burrito. My whole entire body would be covered from head to toe, right? And you would only be able to see my eyes, right? So sometimes what I would do is I stay on my bunk the whole entire day and I watch TV from my bunk. That's how cold it was. But we had rec in there. So with rec, it was a way for you to be able to actually escape and get from out of the cold and go outside in the sun to play basketball, to exercise, and stuff like that. So that's what I did, right? But one of the nights, they were showing movies, and they had let us put the covers on us, right, while we was watching TV. So Wakanda came on, and it was a certain parts where they had these covers on just like us, and I was like, is this a ritual? It's a punishment? Like, what is going on, right? But if you begin to take jail and look at it spiritually, you can start to see what is taking place, because within the Old English, the Hebrew language, the letter J didn't used to exist. It used to be something else. It used to be a H. So what you can begin to do is you can take the J out and put the H in jail. And jail is hell, because what do people tell you? You'll either end up dead or in jail. So jail is hell, right? You get yelled at every day. You eat shitty food. Everything gets slammed shut. But it was super cold in jail. It's Enoch 777. Peace, I'm out.